Welcome to the Today Show Toronto. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. What we're doing today is we're going to be stepping way out of our element as we are going to be showcasing the military. And we're going to be showcasing our U.S. partners, our big brother, the United States. We are so excited for today's show as we're going to take you through the journey of what it takes to become a person in the military, whether that's a man, a woman, you're handicapped, you're disabled, transgender, whatever, everything. We're so excited today because today on the show, we're going to have our host from our show down south, our veterans show, Veterans Onward to Prosperity with AnnaMaria Bliven. Now, AnnaMaria Bliven is a veteran. I'm not going to get any further. I'm going to let her explain to you exactly what she does and how she helps a community from veterans from coast to coast. We are so excited for today's show, so stay tuned, and we're going to be back with retired veteran AnnaMaria Bliven. You're watching the Today Show Toronto. I'm Jay Stoyan.
All about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel Detroit. Please tune in next time.
Hi, I'm Brad May, and you're watching the Disability Channel, showcasing abilities. Please stay tuned.
Welcome back to today's show. On the show today, we have from all the way from the United States, from Wisconsin, from Madison, Wisconsin, we have veteran AnnaMaria Bliven on today. AnnaMaria, thank you so much for appearing on the show today. We're so excited to bring you on.
Well, thank you for having me, Jay.
Wow, exciting. So again, why don't you give our viewers your title? Please do that.
When at the show, I introduced myself as Master Sergeant Retired AnnaMaria Bliven.
So Master Sergeant, can you tell us exactly what that role entitles? Because it's so impressive. It is.
Well, it's one level below the top level. The top level is Sergeant Major in the Army. And so I achieved almost the top level. In fact, the day that they gave me my promotion papers to achieve the top level, they also gave me the option of retiring or leaving the service after 26 years. And when I was making that decision, I want to say training NCO, but for your audience, that's our manager, came to me and said, while you're making your decision, you ought to know that we're going to, in our next training session, jump out of a rolling Humvee.
Wow. Wow.
So it was like, okay, promotion papers, retirement papers. So I went with retirement.
That's a story in itself.
So I figured, after 26 years, because I was going to have to stay in for another 3 at the minimum and maybe go another after that and retire after 30 years. 26 was enough.
26 years. So let's get into the 26 years. But before we do that, let's take the journey way back to when you were, I guess, a youth or a young teenager or a young adult. And let's give us the trigger how the veteran lifestyle came into your body, came into you, into your life.
Well, it went two ways. I was in high school in the Air Force band from Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. You have to understand, even though I was born in New Jersey, lived the first 2 years of my life in New Jersey, and I was until the age of 9, upstate New York. And then my parents moved to Arizona, where I got the rest of my education. So in Arizona, in high school, they had the Luke Air Force band play. At that moment, I was already in band. I was playing trumpet, French horn, viola. And I always thought about being a music teacher. So two things came into play. First of all, wow, I can actually serve my country in what I love, and that's music. And then the other thing, of course, was, and the recruiters made sure to let us all know, that the military will help pay for your college. So here I am. I'm in high school, enjoying the concert of the Air Force band, and I'm thinking, maybe this is something I'll do too. And eventually I was able to audition, make it into the Army National Guard band.
Now, how, like, I know, tell us if you have any relatives, cousins, parents, friends that enrolled before you. Oh, there's my dog.
I know that my father was in the Army for about 3 years in his career. I know that my mother's brother, my uncle, also was in the Army and served in Korea. So there was some military heritage.
Yeah, see, that's what I get. Like, being, obviously, we're here in Toronto, Canada. On the show today, we have AnnaMaria Bliven. She's a host of Veterans Onward to Prosperity on our dial, doing wonderful things for veterans in the USA, from transitioning from the battlefield to the workforce and everything in between. AnnaMaria, you are like a godsend for your fellow soldiers and veterans, so I thank you. Before we get back to the discussion, I do want to let people know that we are in our downtown Toronto studio. And I do have my dog with me because my dog has recently gone blind. So the Disability Channel, we're a caregiver. So I mean, in case you hear my dog barking, it's because she's blind now and she sort of likes to stay close to me. So back to the story. Sorry. So what I was saying is your relationship with family members, friends in the military, it seems like almost everybody in the United States has somebody like that. Like, every person knows somebody, has a family member, a friend, their dad, their mom, where Canada, totally different. Like, growing up, I had no connection to anybody in the military. Nobody. I didn't know anybody. My dad was at that age where he was either too young or too old to be drafted. My grandfather was the same thing, too young or too old. So we had no connection to the military, but we were introduced to, you know, people in the military, and I remember in school, and it was always pay high respect. So actually meeting a veteran, a U.S. veteran, is very exciting. Like, it's very honorable for me. Like, I feel like I'm honored to sit here and discuss with you and hear your story. So, okay, so now you found your path, and let's sort of jump ahead. So take us through the process, and then take us to the first day of I don't even know what you even want to call it, I guess, serving, right?
Yes. So the process begins when you interview with the recruiter, and then the recruiter sends you to test. You have what's called an ASVAB, and you're basically being tested on your ability to do whatever job gets assigned. So based on your score, you meet a certain criteria, eligibility criteria for a certain job. The higher the score, the more the job. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
That's the first thing. The second thing is then, of course, you take your physical to make sure that you are physically capable of being in the military. So you mentioned something about being disabled. Not to get into the military, we need all able-bodied people.
Ah, there you go. There you go. There. Okay. See, this is educational. This is great. So take us. I just want to there's so much to talk about. There's so many questions. I don't want to get too much down into the weeds for our viewers. So I want to maybe just flip it a little bit and tell us your perspective as a American soldier veteran. What is your sort of outlook, vision of Canadians? It's interesting. And I want you to be honest. I want you to be totally honest.
All of our allies, that work with us to make our missions, we love you guys. I mean, we love everybody. We love having you along and us along, and we have open relations, knowing that at any time we know we're allies. We'll get your back, you get our back, we're allies. Military allies.
That's nice because, being as a Canadian, the drink is stirred by the USA, right? Like you guys stir the drink, without us or without you guys, we could be in trouble. Canada might be in trouble. So I love the United States. Let's hold that. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to move it forward because we do want to talk about February 22nd, the big fundraiser, which I'm going to leave for you. And then I want to talk about your show, about what's going on with your show and what's going on with Today. So stay tuned. You're watching the Today Show Toronto. Oh, and we do have some special announcements coming up. So when we come back from the commercial break, I'm going to do those announcements. And then we'll get back into AnnaMaria Bliven and veterans onward to prosperity and their whole career within the U.S. military. I'm Jay Stoyan. We'll be right back.
Are you currently on ODSP? If you're interested in social media marketing, TV production, podcasting, or getting off assistance, please contact Jay Stoyan at 647-339-6847 or Jay at thedisabilitychannel.ca. The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
Hello world, it is Unstoppable Tracy with the Disability Channel inviting you to subscribe and watch live on Roku TV, on YouTube, on Restream, and also listen in Wisconsin Radio, Dave Stevens, all around the world. And on top of all of this, really proud to announce that we now also have a mobile app. So you can download for free, watch Roku TV for free, and the mobile app is free too from Google Drive. Be sure to download it and have it at your fingertips at all times. There's a job platform, and there's a live chat feature, and there's the TV feature with Roku TV, and there's also the social media channels. Take care, folks. Bye for now.
Welcome back. On the show today, we have retired veteran AnnaMaria Bliven. She's telling us all about her career in the U.S. military. Now, AnnaMaria, let's move it forward a little bit and let's talk about the big event coming up on February 22nd.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be talking about that because what's happening is we have a unique place on the calendar by which we can honor and protect our military brothers and sisters. The unique calendar date is 2022. It occurred to me that when we have in the press 22 military suicides per day occur in the United States, but I'm sorry to say that the number is rising. But even with taking the 22, you have to have a starting point, right? So let's do 22. Oh my gosh. If we can effectively have a solution by which we can save our brothers and sisters from ever going into a dark place of which they don't come out. That is the underlying occurrence of suicide. Let's get them out of the opportunity of going into a dark place altogether. So
that's great.
22 to Save 22 is kicking off in 2022 at the Kalahari at the resort in the Dells, Kalahari Resort in Wisconsin Dells, but it's also live streamed. So everybody and anybody that wants to participate in this event can definitely get involved live stream. You don't have to be in Wisconsin or Wisconsin Dells. We would love for you to participate. Anybody and everybody that believes the same as we do, that it's time that we prevent military suicide, come aboard.
And how would the public support by doing that?
2-22 TO S as in CE 22.com. So basically it's 2-22 to save 22.com.
And they could either donate, purchase tickets, become
donate,
a vendor,
tickets, sponsor. Just show us you really appreciate the fact that we have served, we've sacrificed, and now we want to serve our brethren to make sure that they have a life worth living.
So give out that website again, and then we're going to put it up on the screen also. So what's the website again?
It's 2- or dash 22 T as in Tom, O as in Oscar, S as in Sam, A as in Apple, V as in Victory, E as in Edward, 22.com. So 2-22 to save 22.
And I know we have 6 sectors within that day, and we know that's where all the proceeds are going to. So maybe you could share where the donations, where the investment, where the sponsor money is going to go to. That would be great.
Yes. See, all these years, we've done what we can to make everybody aware of this crisis. Here, in this part of the kickoff of 222 to Save 20, we get to do more than just do the awareness. We get to have a solution. So Project Hard is one of those 6 organizations in the Veterans Coalition that was given a compound of 20 acres and 10,000 square foot building so that we can house 12 single veterans and 2 veterans, but do more than just the housing. We can do the employment for them. We can also help with credit and background repair. We all know that if you don't have a credit and a background as you need to have it, you can't get housing and you can't get a job. So we're going to help with that. We also have treatment and therapy. We also have female veteran issues addressed. We all have to have over 5,000 resources for all other issues with transitioning from military to civilian living under the sun. We've got it all. We're working together in the same sandbox to make sure that our brothers and sisters are transitioning from military to civilian with a life worth living. Because we're figuring if you have a life worth living, you're going to want to live it.
This is great. And I know we have some heavy hitters that are supporting us, including Governor Evers of Wisconsin. And I know Senator Blumenthal, I was talking to his team, and also Congressman Joe Courtney. So I know we have some heavy hitters along with some great corporations supporting us. This is one of, Wisconsin Dells has really, really stepped up, and hopefully we're going to have some big future involvement with them down the road. So this is great. I think what we want to do is we want to take another break, okay? And I want to come back and I want to talk about your show. I want to talk about how people can further get involved, what's happening, and also what's happening with the channel, because we have some great updates. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the Today Show Toronto with guest AnnaMaria Bliven from the United States, a retired veteran.
Hi, all. This is Mike Kessel. I'm the CEO of Cleveland Clinic Canada. And I wanted to thank Jay and the Disability Channel for all the great work they do. And I know they have a big fundraiser coming up on October 12th this year. I wish them nothing but the best. And I'm thrilled to participate in the fundraiser. Thank you all. Take care.
Welcome back to the show. Wow, what a show. Wonderful show. I really love getting into veterans, learning more about military, supporting them. I want to thank AnnaMaria Bliven for being on the show today. We had so much information. We have to showcase part 2. So you know what? We really thank you for watching part 1, learning all about the military education, information, opportunities. Stay tuned as you're going to see part 2. We're going to talk more about fundraising, how you can get involved, how you can support the veterans, about our U.S. website, our Canadian website. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into part 1. Stay tuned because we're going to showcase part 2. I'm Jay Stoyan. You're watching the Today Show Toronto.